So you've just landed on a new world in Space Engineers. You've just gotten out of your pod, like my friend Ricochet here has, and you're wondering what to do. Okay, here is a quick tutorial on how to get started in Space Engineers. Alright, so step 1 of this tutorial is you can grind down this spawn pod right here to this state over here, where you protect only the battery, the survival kit, and the oxygen generator. I kept the landing gear just so it wouldn't sit on the ground, but so obviously you need the survival kit to collect more resources, so use stone to make minerals and iron and all that kind of stuff, the battery to run it, and the oxygen generator for your jetpack. Alternatively to this, you could turn this spawn pod here into a ship, which I will get Ricochet to demonstrate how to do this. Ricochet, how do you turn this into a flyable ship?
Alright, first you need the components. So you need a small base, and you need metal grids, which is the painful thing. Under here, you have small hydrogen thruster, which gives you enough metal grids to place 4 atmospheric thrusters in each direction up here. Then you need the gyro on top and some sort of cockpit.
Isn't there an alternative to a cockpit, Ricochet? A remote control block?
Remote control, yeah. That's some sort of cockpit.
So, if I just use creative tools here quickly to do this, as Ricochet demonstrated, I can... Yes, progression is on. That's the next tutorial. I can just say, put a thruster here, here, and then have one going forward and backwards. So remove that one there, put one forward, and then I'll just chuck one here on top. Have it going backwards, that one. Alright, then obviously you'll only have one up, one down. One up, one down, one left, one right, blah, 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 blah. Then you get a remote control block. Put the remote control block anywhere on the ship, really, as long as it fits. Grab a gyroscope. And you chuck it right in there. You jump into the control seat, you find your remote control block, you come into it, you click control. There we go.
Wow.
Now, as Ricochet is demonstrating, now that it has everything on it, it now flies. And not only does it have a ore detector on it, it also has an antenna so you can find ore deposits nearby. But if we're to go back to this strategy over here, if Ricochet just lands and doesn't crash it. So upon grinding down your survival kit, you should have the sufficient resources to begin a small outpost. You'll still need your survival kit, which is why we've kept it at the back, for respawning and for making some of the smaller items that you'll need. Here is a nice quick tip. So you go anywhere over here, grab out your drill, push C, crouch. You can just drill the ground normally, or you can drill down to where the ground becomes rock, which means you collect resources at a much quicker pace. This is normally the job I make Ricochet do. As you can see here, this is a different kind of dirt. As we've now hit rock, so we now pick it up much quicker. That should do for now. You grab a little bit of rock. In this case, we'll fly over to the survival kit. We'll hit Alt middle mouse button, and that will deposit all of the components in there without us having to do anything. We'll hit I. We'll go to the production screen, and you'll see this option here where it uses stone. So what I normally do is I just go Shift Control, click it, and then just put like heaps on of it. And then this allows you to make your computers, construction components, displays, girders, interior plates, motors, solar cells, and steel plates. So girders is one of the most important things for the wind turbines. You need 24 each. So as you can see, you need 2 iron to get 1. So you're going to need to collect a lot of stone to get that happening. So the first thing you'll need, you'll have to come over here. You won't probably be in creative like I am. You'll have to build yourself a 9 tall tower. This gives you the best results when using a wind turbine. So you can either put a wind turbine on top like this. I found a great way to get multiple wind turbines operating at once is to use this strategy here, where you go around like this. But obviously wind turbines at early game is very hard to get. You'll want at least 2 wind turbines as soon as you can to make life a little bit easier. This here will give us optimal power throughout the base, which we are about to build. Next, if not, you could do this first as soon as you build 1 wind turbine. You build yourself a nice little platform, whether it's scaffolding or full block. It doesn't have to be a full block. Scaffolding works fine. The most important thing is to get a basic assembler and a basic refinery. So what I like to do is I like to leave a gap in between the two of them, because after I have got both of these up and running, what I'll then normally do is I'll bring the survival kit. I'll place the survival kit either here or I'll place it over here. 9 times out of 10, I'll place it here. And then I'll normally go and get a cargo container. And I normally place that here between the assembler and the refinery. That way you've got extra storage. Then you'll have your survival kit here, which means you no longer need your survival kit over there, so you would have moved that over here by now. Then the next thing I personally normally do is get a O2 generator, and I would just sit it on the side like this. It gives you another port access point, but it also gives you the oxygen. And then if I was to build a miner, which we might do a tutorial on that later on, I'd get some conveyor lines out here, get a connector point. So the resources from my mining ship will come straight through the miner, straight into the basic refinery, and then into the assembler. After that, you can either convert this here into a ship, or you can just get rid of it as Ricochet would probably do. Because why would you use that? Now that you got your base, you have to find ore spots, which is quite convenient for us, because when you pull out your drill, it's got a ore detector on it. But if you come over here, you'll see these dark spots in the ground over here. When you find dark spots in the ground, that means there's normally ore either under or there. As you can see, there's iron 36 meters below me, and there's normally more than 1 ore per spot, but that's just an example of that. Cobalt's one of the hardest resources to find in the beginning of the game. You can never find it when you need it, and it's the most important resource for building miners, as you require it to build the metal grids, which is needed to get them off the ground. Another key resource you need to find almost immediately is either an ice lake or an ice mountain or snowfields. Those will go into your O2 generator, produce oxygen and hydrogen. Though oxygen's not very important in this situation, it's more important on Mars, the moon, base wherever else that has no oxygen. But on the Earth-like planet, you haven't got worries like that. It's not going to be a problem. Alright guys, so this has been a quick tutorial on how to get started from your drop pod to a small base. If you guys want more videos like this, whether it's how to build a miner or stuff like that, leave me a comment down in the comment section. Like the video if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye bye.